Good morning, students. Let's start with our today's topic, unsigned binary numbers. Unsigned binary numbers means there are various numbers which we can't bifurcate in our other decimal systems or any other number system. For example, there are some numbers which you can't put in any of the number system. We have studied about 8-bit system, 16-bit system, which is known as hexadecimal. There are 32-bit system and so on. So to express each bit in a combined or common form, this is known as unsigned integers. Now the basic property of unsigned integers is it can be positive or zero, but it can never be a negative term. Okay, for example, if I have to write from 0 to 9, then what will be the function? There are 10 numbers, right? There are 10 numbers from 0 to 9. If I have to represent two number decimal system, then it will be, for example, 44, 56, 72 and so on. So these numbers are from 11 to 99. And if I have to represent the 3 number decimal system, for example 123 and so on, so it will start from 100 to 999. So you can here see that a pattern of 2 to the power n minus 1. For example, if I have to represent only one number decimal system, so it will be 10 to the power 1 minus 1. There are 9 numbers. If I have to represent two number decimal system, 10 to the power 1 minus, so it will be 99. 10 to the power cube minus 1, 999. So this gives a common formula to us. For example, to represent unsigned integers, this will be 2 to the power n minus 1, or you can also write as decimal system, so you can write 10 to the power n minus 1. For decimal system, you just know that we use base 10, and for binary we use 2 to the power n. So if you want to represent all the unsigned integers in any format of decimal system or hexadecimal system or binary system, you just have to use this kind of formula. This is just let you know that we can change any kind of number system to the unsigned integers. Okay, now our next topic is binary addition. In our course there is only binary addition and nothing else. For example, if I have to use 0 plus 0, then answer will be 0. If I have to add 0 plus 1, the answer is 1. And if I have to add 1 plus 0, then it also is 1. And if I have to add 1 plus 1, there is a difference. You just have to write 0 and carry will be 1. We will do an example of this kind of addition. And if I have to write 1 plus 1 plus 1, then the answer will be 1 and carry is also 1. Got it? Now let's take an example to understand this clearly. Now let's take an example. Now let's take an example to add this number. 1 plus 1, answer will be 0 and carry is 1. Now again, 1 plus 1 plus 1, the answer is 1 and the carry will also be 1. Now 1 plus 1 plus 0. Answer will be 0 and carry is 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1. Again answer is 1 and carry is also 1. 1 plus 1. Answer will be 0. Carry here is 1. This is the simple binary addition. Got it? Now, if for example we have just discussed about how we represent number in other system. Now for example, if you have to represent this dollar sign or any kind of at the rate sign, to represent this kind of symbols or any other strings or any other symbols, so what system we use? There are two kind of system which represents alphanumeric values. Alphanumeric values, signs, any kind of keys, these are represented by these numbers, alphanumeric characters. So there are two methods to represent alphanumeric characters in our system, or to understand what we are giving input to our computer. So these kind of systems are ASCII code, and second one is ISCII code. The simple difference between these two codes is that this represents all kind of symbols, numbers, keys which is present on your keyboard, and this one is used for your other languages. For example, if you have to represent Hindi letters, Devanagari letters, Bengali letters and any kind of letters to your computer, if you have to input any kind of other language characters, for example this ones, if you represent this in your computer system, you have to use ASCII code. And for if you have to represent at the rate, hashtag and any other code, A, B, C, any kind of code in to the computer, so you have to use ASCII code. In your notes I will give you all kinds of details related to these codes. In your course there's nothing a interconversion of this type of codes. You just have to go through a big table to represent any kind of number into ASCII code, which is not asked in your papers and other exams, but we will discuss about this in detail. Thank you students, keep practicing.